morning to Madam. We, Group 4, will present our pair presentation as the title, The Benefit Traveling in Your Own Country. Before we start, my name is Guan Chi Fong and my number metric is 285490. Hi everyone. Remember when is your last time to have a trip? Either you travel in your countries or you travel overseas. I believe that most of you almost forget about it already, right? In the past 2 years, the whole world were facing the pandemic COVID-19 and most of the Malaysia citizens were trapped at home. This is because the infection rates of COVID-19 keep increasing until it reached the highest cases per day in Malaysia is 24,599 cases. However, after 1.5 years, the war between human and COVID-19 almost led to the end, as most of the population in Malaysia were vaccinated. In 11 October 2021, our Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakobs announced that Malaysia citizens who are vaccinated allowed to cross the street and the state border without the police authorities. And this brings out a result. In these few months, travel in homeland become the hottest activity in Malaysia. This is because most of the Malaysia citizens were trapped at home so long and they wish to go out from their home. However, traveling in your own country will bring up some benefits for you or your countries. First, it's more easy to converse. Second, when you're planning a trip, it will be more flexible. Third, traveling in your home country, you can explore more deeply. Fourth, traveling in your country can contribute to your country economy. Fifth, traveling in country can saving more monies. The last one, traveling in your own country can gain more history knowledge about your homelands. First of all, traveling in your own country, you will easy to converse with people. This is because you were using the same language, which the national language, to converse with the people. For example, you are from KL and you wish to travel to other states in Malaysia, like Kedah, Penang, Sabah Sarawak. You will using Bahasa Melayu or Bahasa English to conversation with the people that you meet. This situation is totally different compared with if you have a trip at overseas. When you're at overseas and you wish to buy some souvenir or daily supplies, but you cannot afford that product suitable for you or fulfill your needs, and you might need to conversation with the worker at overseas, but you might not mastering their national language, so it will exist some awkward situation when you converse with them. Yes, even though nowadays have a lot of translation tools, or you can call it that is a part of a trip, but sometimes will still exist some awkward situations. So, compare with it, I think that traveling in your own country will be more comfortable for you. Okay, second benefit when you are traveling in your own country is more flexible when you are planning. This is because people will usually have a short trips when they are traveling in their own country compared with traveling at overseas, and short trip will be more easy to make. Try to imagine when you wish to have a trip to overseas like Japan's, Germans, Koreans, USA. You won't just want to have a few days a day and coming back, because that is not worth. So people will usually plan for long trip when they're traveling overseas compared to just traveling in their own countries. Actually, planning to have a short trip in your own country is quite easy to mix. You can mix at the weekend. After your working day, Friday is ended. At the night time, you can directly go to your destination and have a short trip. And also, having a short trip can help you to reduce your stress. For example, maybe that week you are struggling some difficult, so you can have a plan for a short trips in your own country. Just help you to reduce your stress, and this will bring you a fresh mind for you. After the trip ended, you can keep struggling for it, or keep fighting for it. Moreover, traveling in your homeland can let you explore more deeply compared with you travel at overseas. Usually, people travel at overseas will grow together with a group of tourism. This kind of group you usually provided a full set of planning, and tourism only can follow. Rarely this group will provided the free time to let tourism explore by themselves. Even though they go out, tourism will also feel uncomfortable and unsafety because the overseas country is a strange country for the tourism. This situation is totally different when people are traveling in their own countries. When people traveling at their own countries, they will usually go alone or go together with their friends. So they may get some opinions or suggestions from their friends or even from the local citizens what they can enjoy in their trips. Example, which restaurant provided the cheapest and delicious foods? Where are the view is more attractive? Which shop is provided more cheaper price and good quality to the tourisms? Most of these you can explore more deeply by yourself and different with traveling at overseas. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Runadra binti Ahmad Said and my metric number 285869. I will continue the benefit travel in your own country. Contribute to your country economic is one of benefit if you travel in your own country. Tourism will also be able to develop the country's tourism industry, and we as citizens who care about the country must work to redevelop the tourism economy, which has faced difficult challenge since the COVID pandemic 2 years ago. Before traveling abroad, Malaysians must first visit their home country. Malaysia is no less magnificent with a plethora of fascinating tourist attractions. Langkawi Island, Port Dickson Beach, Kenyal Lake, Sekayu Waterfall, Tioman Island, Cherating National Zoo, and so on are just a few examples. Next, the tourism sector can help diversify the country economy by serving as a marketing tool to increase foreign exchange revenue source, promote products in the country outside of the country, and make the country a popular tourist destination. If you travel within your own country, you can save money. If you have money saved up, you can use the remainder for another vacation and so on. When you travel within your own country, you can avoid paying exorbitant airfare, nonsense exchange rates, and can say goodbye to costly vaccination. Even if you don't live in the most affordable part of the world, traveling within your own country can be just as cheap, if not cheaper, than going abroad. As a native in your own country, you won't be taken in by any annoying tourist traps that charge exorbitant fees or admission. You know exactly where to go to get cheap food and everyday items, and if you have a transportation pass, you can make the most of it. Less benefit, you can gain more history knowledge about your homeland. It goes without saying that understanding your country's history is beneficial, and an extended trip is an excellent way to do so. Your town may have played an important role in one period of history, but another area may have experienced something completely different. Your travel will provide you with a sense of the bigger picture. Furthermore, you can take this better understanding of your own country history with you abroad and see how it compares to that of other parts of the world. Traveling within your own country allows you to contextualize your country's place in the world. Among the historic buildings found in Malaysia are this Formosa in Malacca, Fort Cornwallis in Penang, Fort Margherita in Sarawak, and other heritage in Malaysia about which you can learn more. In conclusion, traveling in the country provides numerous benefits to either the family, institution, or our beautiful country, Malaysia. The tourism industry is indeed geared toward a country economic development. Indeed, the tourism industry serves as a catalyst for other industries to thrive and contribute to the country economic output. As a result, Malaysians must support the local tourism industry in order to raise its profile on the international stage. As a result, allow Malaysians to develop the country tourism industry on a global scale. It is hoped that the strong commitment of various parties will enable us to realize our dream that one day Malaysia tourist destination will receive widespread publicity, even the attention of all residents, and become the best tourist destination in the eyes of the world. As a result, Malaysians planning to vacation abroad should think twice because the country is full of beautiful and interesting places. Thank you.